What is up, everybody? This is John with Archer Film. All right, this next show is one of my favorites. For 3 seasons, it has been golden. It is The Boys, and I just watched the first 3 episodes of the new season 4. Now, what made this show great is it is messed up. It's superheroes doing messed up things, as you know that people with unlimited power would do. It's depraved. It's twisted. The sex is messed up, and the violence is gory and just fun. It's a fun show, and it has been since its inception. No idea about the comics, don't care. But the characters are great. Billy Butcher is great. Huey's great. I mean, we've got a lot of great characters, and they're fascinating, and they're messed up and flawed, and the show is fantastic. Homelander obviously is awesome. Last season was great. The stuff with Soldier Boy and the revelations about Homelander, all that stuff. But in this new season, there's some interesting storylines. And so far, with 3 episodes in, there's some really cool, gory action set pieces, some really twisted and depraved sexual moments, as there usually is, some really funny lines, and some interesting character developments and storylines that we can kind of see playing out. And that stuff is great, and I'm looking forward to it. But here's my big problem, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's going to, pan out in the end. It's going to pay off. But number one, which is weird, is a main character turning gay all of a sudden. We've been following this character. He's in love with, the Japanese girl, and suddenly he's gay because she says, "I'm never going to be interested in you, just as friends." So now he's gay all of a sudden. That's just weird. It seems forced. It seems like they're trying to sort of force that in. And you don't have to force that in every show. There doesn't have to be a lesbian or a gay or a trans or a non-binary or some sort of, marginalized group in front. Because they're no longer marginalized if they're in every single show, in every single movie, and they're at the forefront, and their stories at the forefront. It doesn't make them interesting. That can be a side part of it, but that's not interesting as a character trait. That's just bad storytelling. And it's weird that character would suddenly be gay. Unless I'm missing something, unless there was something in a previous episode that teased it. I don't know. Anyway, the other issue is the show was a satire. It was making fun of everything. That's what made it so good. It was making fun of woke Hollywood. It was making fun of conservative politics, liberal politics. It was making fun of everything. Of course, it was making fun of superhero stories. And that's what made it so good. But the satire has kind of become on the nose. It's very weird. Now you have the obvious, MAGA group versus the liberals, the woke crowd. You have the lunatic guy come in and accuse them of being child predators and that sort of storyline. You have the conservative firebrand character, which is interesting in general, but you're getting way too specific into, real life events that just happened, or some that have been around for years. So it's feeling less like satire and anti-establishment and more like establishment and, like a bad Saturday Night Live episode where they're just making fun of everything we already know. It's nothing new and fresh. So again, unless they got something else planned or it's going to pay off, I'm a little sort of annoyed at those storylines. Anytime you get into political stuff, you don't have the finger on the pulse, buddy. This is not new, cutting-edge, satirical, political commentary. This has been done to death over the last, 4 to 8 years. We're done with it. We're done with the anti-Trump and the woke, liberal stuff. We're just done with those storylines. It's not interesting. Give us something new and fresh, like the show felt when it came out. So unless I'm wrong, maybe it's going to pay off. I'm not sure. But I just hope, because it's not satire anymore if it's front and center. That being said, I am looking forward to it. I mean, Billy Butcher is one of the best characters. Homelander, one of the best characters. These guys are great. The cast is great, and I can't wait to see what happens. It looks like, based on this trailer, there's some really cool moments, really gory stuff, really messed up things. So, yeah, that is it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Watch the show. Comment, and I'll see you tomorrow.